Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. Thanks for coming back. Hello, if you are new, welcome. Thanks for finding me. I swear I stutter badly. I sing even worse. But if you can vibe with a hot mess, you found the right channel. Today we are doing the moon reading. What do I got here? The first quarter moon conjunct Mars in Cancer. Okay, so following the dark moon, where we had the solar eclipse in Aries, we are now in the first quarter, home in Cancer. But not only conjunct Mars, the ruler of Aries, but in a square to the sun in Aries. So this moment is about joining action with emotion and letting the two inform each other. Okay, so we may feel our hearts distracted or heavy with feelings, maybe unable to focus because Mars energy can be a little chaotic in sweet, sensitive, calm. Well, she tries to be calm, Cancer. We may be feeling jumpy, uneasy, or excitable or irritable, or like with extra energy, a little bouncing off the walls a little bit emotionally. Maybe a little needy, longing for attention, affection, and inner counsel. So we're doing the moon reading. The way I do it is I take the First Light Tarot and I go through the deck and I look for the moon card and I pull the card behind it and in front of it like this, and I read them like that. The interesting thing with this, also, usually I do the one in front of it would be like what we are supposed to illuminate with the moon, because the moon hides, the moon has to do with hidden things and illusions, things we keep in the shadow, things we keep out of sight of the ego, right? But for this one, I had the one in front of it representing Mars energy because the moon is conjunct with Mars. So I've got the moon here, and then I chose the one in front of it to represent what energy we're going to be looking at with it being conjunct with Mars. So the Mars energy that came out with the moon here is judgment. But the one behind it was portal. And we did just come through the portal. The 4-4 portal is today. Not only that, we came through, this is part of, this opened up at the time of the solar eclipse. So with the 4-4 portal, that opened up a passageway for us to explore matters of stability. That's what the number 4 kind of represents. Stability, where we put down roots. That's the 4 of Wands. How we heal ourselves. That's the 4 of Swords. And how we conserve our resources. That's the 4 of Pentacles. Stability was the 4 of Wands. Stability and putting down roots was the 4 of Wands. How we heal ourselves and was the 4 of Swords. We conserve resources, the 4 of Pentacles. I missed the 4 of Cups. Oh, that's apathy. That's where we look at things and we're like, this, we look at things that have been settled. Like, so the 3 of Cups, the 2 of Cups is a relationship or a connection. The 3 of Cups is the celebration after that. That's like the honeymoon phase. You're meeting friends and stuff. The 4 of Cups is the morning after the party. That's that post-nut clarity card. The 4 of Cups represents looking over how things have settled out and deciding if it is fine. But there's like a feeling of boredom or apathy with the 4 of Cups. So maybe we're looking at what we can change there. Are we okay with that stagnation? Because I always get the feeling from the 4 of Cups that somebody's considering letting go of that 3 of Cups because that one other cup is coming in from the divine, but they're looking at it going, I mean, it's fine. They seem a little distracted by what they have in front of them, even if it's not completely emotionally fulfilling anymore. So let's look at this. We're going to use the vice versa tarot and get some clarity on this. Now remember, not all messages will resonate for all of you in the same way. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. And to add to that, you all have free will. You all have free will, and so does everybody involved in your energy. So like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play. I can only, or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved or observing or a cross watcher, I can only read the energies. So let's do the portal first. The portal card represents a passageway, making new plans, um, moving in between worlds, times, and relationships, being finding an internal guidance, and I heard an internal compass, and deciding a new path. There was a key phrase in this description that I had missed before, and I want to I want to bring it up now. It says, "To see more, you must be more." So I think it's encouraging you to open up a little bit, open up your the open up what you expect to be your possibilities and your choices, um, and even how you um, what do they want me to say? Well, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and I love that. To see more, you have to be more. And it really talks about our perspective of things. If we only see what we are expecting to see, we can't see beyond that. But we have to be. I hope it resonates with someone, because I'm having trouble explaining it any further. So we're clarifying the portal, which opened up today, the 4/4 portal, looking at stability and things. We have here the Ace of Pentacles. I love this card. This represents like the bean from Jack and the Beanstalk. You have a little bit. It's unexpected opportunity financially, or to invest in something, or to start something that you want to work towards, right? It's all about effort and work and skill and your beginning abundance. This is a gift of good fortune, a promise of prosperity in the future, and growth. Oh, yeah, a promise of prosperity in the future and growth. But it also advises to use it well, okay? This is not a coin that you go gambling with. Like Jack with his bean. He put it in the ground and hoped for the best. It was the only thing they had. So what was he going to do with a bean? He could have eaten it. He could have ate it. Is that the correct way? He could have eaten it, yeah. But it would have sustained them for a moment. But with it, when he planted it, it was because there was the possibility of sustaining long term, okay? Clarify this Ace of Pentacles, please, for the portal. Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out, but she didn't come out very enthusiastically. So let's see here. Ace of Pentacles, please. Okay, what's this? The Sun, but on the backside. Don't worry, even in the reverse, the Sun is one of the most positive cards. It does say be aware of challenges. Prepare for dark times, but remain positive. Okay, I do have something to say about that. Prepare for challenges. So now I went through and I wrote out the different moon phases, right? And there's one here about facing challenges. And that's the first quarter. So we're past the first quarter, I think. And we're here in the... Where are we? New moon, waxing crescent, first quarter. Is that where we are? Yeah, first quarter moon. Okay, so the first quarter, oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, the first quarter moon, where we are now, is anticipating and facing obstacles and removing them. It's also a time to prune to encourage growth. So that's interesting that the sun in reverse comes out talking about challenges. So prepare for dark times, but remain positive. Take that Ace of Pentacles. So maybe with this portal energy, that's what what we are. That's the I'm sorry, I told you I stutter. I apologize. Let me get this thought in order. So remember we were talking about the portal for the 4-4 portal. 4 is our stability. So we are exploring, making choices to go in a different direction regarding our stability. Coming in with the portal, we've got an Ace of Pentacles. The aces are something we don't anticipate. This is good fortune that we don't see coming. With the sun in reverse, it's saying use that and be aware of challenges ahead and use your resources wisely to prepare for dark times, but remain positive. So please, one card on the sun in reverse, please. One card for the sun in reverse on the portal, please. That's today, the 4-4 portal. Now the portal opens up about a month of, we got the 8 of Wands in there. It did come out there. Do I want to take it? I'll set it aside. Give me for the sun, please. Thank you. Okay. There's an end of a conflict here. That's good. This is the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is a victory, but victory with a price. Okay. Depleted momentary satisfaction. Okay. And then that came out after this 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is good incoming movement, assistance, news, and events accelerating towards ending of a conflict. But there may be no winners here. Okay? Victory with a price, and you feel a little bit depleted. But I mean, on top of all these really positive cards, this is a time of challenge, but I mean, it's just a stutter step. I really do like this. It's a speed bump, but it's not anything that it's not tower energy. But there was a conflict here. That 5 of Swords is standing over somebody, and you have their sword. The 2 of Swords is on the ground. Excuse me. The 2 of Swords of indecision is on the ground. And yes, he is holding 3 swords, which does represent heartbreak. So there will be an ending of something, but also this is mental energy. Swords are always mental energy. So there could be inner conflict here, or else a verbal conflict with somebody else, and you just kind of put an end to it. That's the energy that the 5 of Swords gives me, is that it's like, no more, I'm not fighting with you anymore. You don't win, I don't win, but I'm not having this argument with you anymore. And again, if this could be inner conflict, but usually inner conflict I would give to the Wands, the 5 of Wands. What does it say on the back here? Victory brings burden of responsibility. Who won? Okay, that's on the back side though. Momentary satisfaction, but yeah. Okay. I feel like somebody's empowering themselves to just end a conflict. Remember I was talking about because Mars is conjunct the moon and things are going to be a little bit volatile in the feelings, right? I also feel like the downloads coming in with dreams might be a little bit active. You know what I mean? But I really do like this energy. I don't want anybody to think like this is going to be a big fight because I feel like it's just somebody empowering themselves. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Sun, even though it's in the backside, you've got the Sun talking about preparing for dark times but remaining positive. It's like you're making smart decisions and you are consciously making them. It's like, ooh, I've got this. I'm going to set this aside for this time. Now I don't have to worry. I don't have to, over plan. I've got this little bit of extra. I'm going to use it wisely. Um, there's incoming news, momentum, assistance. Yeah. Events accelerating. And I feel like somebody's saying, I'm not arguing about this anymore. Basically, plain and simple, right? So I'm going to go to Judgment and then we'll do the moon last. Judgment I have designated for the Mars energy that is conjunct with the moon right now. So what are we passing judgment on here? This is decisions, results, finality, and like solidifying your outlook on things. Also, judgment talks about something maybe coming back from the past. Remember, the moon does rule cycles and patterns and habits and things coming back around in a predictable cycle. So this could be something that you thought was ended, you thought it was decided, you thought it already, it already died, because that's the judgment card is Gabriel calling things back from the grave. So this could be a person. I mean, Mercury is retrograde and it's conjunct Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. So if this is somebody coming back from the past, let's see. You might have to make a judgment call on this. This is talking about reassessing something that you thought had been put to rest. We've got a King of Wands coming here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And a Queen of Wands on the backside. Dang, she had popped out a couple times. I'm not taking 4. Well, I'll take 4 because we have 4 for Portal. We've got Death and the Two of Pentacles. Ooh. So we got the King of Wands in the front. Righteous and proud, a little impatient, maybe a little bit simple. But then here's his queen, but she's got her back turned. The Queen of Wands from the back. Time to feed the inner fire and conserve your energies, energy conservation. So Mars rules Aries, but this could be any of the fire signs. We've got a lot of fire here on top of Judgment. Okay. So somebody is making a judgment call. Either, now like I said, you can put yourself where you resonate. I don't got any other signs out here yet besides this King and Queen. Sagittarius energy could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, but I give the King and Queen to the higher of the two signs. So somebody is making, oh yeah, they're proud of their, okay. All right. They are making this judgment call in strength. And it's like, I feel this energy of like, look, we have gone through this. I have made this decision already. They're getting impatient with having to explain themselves. They're getting impatient with having to come to this conclusion again. With this judgment bringing something back around with the moon energy, something coming back that they thought that they had already put to rest. This King of Wands energy is like, I've already made this decision. And he made it with pride, and he made it he made it in a moment of strength. Like, I'm not getting ego here too much. beyond the fact that he is putting his foot down, and he's getting a little bit impatient with having to keep explaining himself over this decision, this judgment call. I heard plain and simple, this is my decision. And then the reason he made the decision is because of this Queen of Wands in the reverse energy. It's time to conserve. This is energy conservation, though. This is like inner fire conservation. I'm not doing this anymore because you fucking drained me of my energy the last time. So I'm not going through this again. Okay? Then we got the death card. Yeah, bam. This is an unavoidable ending to make room for the new. That's what this decision is totally bringing something to finality. And that's what that judgment card was talking about. Finality. And now here we've got the death card. That's it. It's done. I'm cutting it out. And didn't we say that this first quarter moon energy is facing obstacles and removing them to prune something in order for it to grow later? Okay, and what is that going to give us? We've got the Two of Pentacles now. We started with the Ace of Pentacles. Now here we've got the Two of Pentacles, but on the back side. So the Two of Pentacles talks about setting priorities, and priorities about your resources, being flexible, concentrating, and only taking on what you can handle. Here on the backside, it's saying your skills are valuable and you are being observed and you are impressing people. Because you see on the front side, he's doing the juggling. He's doing it with skill. He's doing it with flexibility. He's confident. He's taken on what he can handle. On the backside, you can see that he's got observers there up in the balconies. He's got two people watching him. I don't know if you can see them over the lemniscate there. There's one there and there's one there. So there are people watching your skill in juggling something, in managing something, in organizing, in curating. I heard. I don't ever hear that word, curating something. And you are being recognized. I love that. You're being observed and you're making an impression. Hot damn, I love this energy. I really feel like this is empowering energy. So then let's see what the moon is talking about here. Mars energy has brought a judgment call, okay? I heard, no, I'm not giving any more. I'm not giving any more of my energy to this because I'm only juggling what I can handle. Death comes through and is an unavoidable ending. Love it. Moon energy, please. What is sweet Cancer doing here? What does the moon want us to, I'm asking, hang on, I gotta formulate the questions right. They're telling me I'm asking it wrong. This is outward energy, and now the moon wants us to look inward. She's asking, what do we feel about this? No? Ace of Swords. Justice. Is that Justice? I think it's Justice. Why is it Virgo? Give me one more, please, for the moon. That's too many. That's way too many. Okay, I'll take that Queen of Pentacles came out again. One more for her. Like, she came out with two others. I tried to put her back. She got caught on my shirt and flipped back out in the front side. So I'm like, all right, this bitch wants to be heard. Let's keep her. That's Capricorn energy, hardworking. No more? One more for the Queen, please. No? They want me to interpret what we've got first. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Swords. This is some kind of clarity. Empowered by a higher vision, success ensured. Bam, look at that. Right on the moon. Love it. This is so positive, collective. I really hope this is resonating for you. Then we've got the Justice. 11? Is that Justice? Pretty sure. A situation demands the truth. Be fair, not cruel. Face it and accept it. Love it. Yeah. And then the Queen of Pentacles here. She's friendly, welcoming, calm, patient, generous, and observant. Interesting. So this inner moon energy is calling for some kind of clarity with that Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, I apologize. It says divine inspiration, new ideas, truth, and vision. And then it says empowered by higher vision, success is ensured. On top of justice, a situation demands truth. Be fair, not cruel. That's absolutely Queen of Swords and Sword energy. So look at that. We have the Ace of Swords talking about being empowered by higher vision. A situation, and then Justice says a situation demands the truth. Be fair, not cruel. Face it and accept it, and the success is ensured. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, that's Capricorn energy. So this could have something to do with finances. We are dealing with a little bit of financial stuff here. We got the Ace of Pentacles and then the 2. And then here we jump right to the Queen. So somebody made some extremely good decisions, or is in the position to make good decisions. And they're standing their ground about it. This Queen of Swords sits on a throne of stone. There's no moving this bitch, okay? She is friendly and welcoming, and patient and generous. Hi, Huey. But she's also hardworking. She's responsible. She's approachable. She is generous in sharing her what she worked for. Are you fucking serious right now, Humangela? Come on, get down. I apologize. Come on. I love you, but you don't just sit nice. She must have the cards here. Okay, let's get clarity on that Queen of Pentacles, please. One more. Just one for the Queen, please. This moon energy. So is this internal or is this in our feelings? I love that our feelings here have a lot of swords of clarity. You know? It's not cups. It's not knocked over cups. It's not the 8 of swords, which is in our heads. This is clarity and fairness. I love this. One more for the Queen, please. The World. What the heck? It's on the back side. I can't show it because I think, oh no, I can. She's okay. Yeah, proceed now unburdened because you made good planning. Look at that, the World. So this is the front of the World, and that talks about reaping rewards and stuff. Triumphant, completion, reward, triumph, and renewal. And then on the back side, it talks about marking this milestone, and you can proceed unburdened, coming right back around to the idea of portal energy. You made progress. Mark your milestones. Be proud of yourself with this Queen of Pentacles sitting there all abundant by herself. Love it. I don't know who this is for, but this is one empowered bitch. Or gentlemen. I don't know. Gender ain't shit, okay? Don't get in your head about gender. In spirituality, gender is nothing. Gender is not boobs and wieners. It's just energy. I love this for the collective. I feel like with everything going on about resources being very, very up in the air, this is guidance about making smart decisions, okay? Don't go gambling on anything that you don't know is going to pan out. Don't put your faith in anything that you don't have experience with. Pentacles also talks about learning. So you might want to brush up on some certificates, some skills that you may need, learn something new, invest in yourself, okay? That's really going to help in this cycle. I see nothing but prosperity here. And I love that Wands energy with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It looks like they're facing each other. So it's like they're discussing this, okay? You see the king and the queen here? This is what they look like side by side. But it almost feels like they went, pause, time out, let's converse. And the queen turns her back and she's talking with the king. We have to conserve our energy, she's saying. And he says, I agree. Let's make that decision and I back you on this. So somebody is actually bringing their fire energy together in agreement with themselves about this judgment call to pull back and conserve their energy and put an end to something. We've got two ending cards here. We got that Five of Swords. I'm not arguing about this anymore. And we've got the Death card. I am not investing in this anymore. I am only investing in what I can handle. You know why? Because I am very confident that see, we ended with the World. At the end of this cycle, prosperity is going to be ensured for the future. I do want to emphasize that you're going to feel discouraged because it might take longer than you think or than you have or than, don't get discouraged if it takes a while. All right? Everybody's journey is different. I'm going to divert here for a second and give an example that you're probably not going to think has anything to do with this, but let me just talk it out here. I watched this YouTube channel of a person who used to be extremely obese, okay? And he got the bariatric surgery, and now he watches the show My 600-Pound Life, and he comments from his perspective. Follow me here, okay? And what I gathered from watching the show over and over is that they think that the surgery is the goal, but it isn't. It's a milestone in order to change your life completely. The change is the goal. So there are a lot of times where the doctor will set a goal, do my diet and lose 50 pounds in the next 2 months. Okay? And then we can test you to see if your body will be able to handle the surgery. Now, everybody along the way has that same milestone, those same goals, right? But there are always little things in every, I don't want to say contestant, in every subject's life that will deviate them a little bit. The point is, when you come to obstacles, like maybe they lost somebody along the way, or their finances changed, or something changed in their life, and they run back to their comfort and they start the cycle all over again. And the key here is to know that everybody's journey is different, but the goal is the same. And even if you get diverted, keep going. Right? Because the diversions, the obstacles, the challenges, even if you stumble, even if you make a wrong decision, even if you have to circle back and start over, that's not the point of the journey. I hope I explained that right. The thing I'm trying to say is that they all get discouraged at some point, and some of them beat themselves up a little too much. And they're like, well, I didn't meet this goal at the specific time. And they're like, this is never going to happen. That's where they want me to come with this. I apologize for stuttering and taking too long to get here. But it was like, maybe this isn't going to happen because it hasn't happened in the first 2 months and I don't know what I'm going to do and this is too hard. And it's like, then somebody will come along and be like, hey, I hit 60 pounds in 2 months. And it was a little bit easier. But even that person where it was a little easier for them, maybe a month later, ran into an obstacle. And then the person who struggled a lot in the beginning hits a stride and everything gets easier for them a few months down the road. I don't want anyone to get discouraged, especially with this Five of Swords here, with the arguing, the Death card, with having to end something. Everything else here is positive. So when it's talking about this World card, the excuse me, the backside of the World card, the very end of the end, okay, the ass end of the World card. At the end, mark your milestones and proceed unburdened. I really hope that wasn't too distracting. Like I said, I stutter badly and I apologize. So we're going to go ahead and get an Ancestor Oracle message here. Okay? Oh, look, we've got victory on the bottom of the deck. And who's this? Rest and recuperation on the front. Love it. So I hope this resonates. I hope the messages reach you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, share my videos. It all helps get my content seen. In the description, you'll find an email and donation links. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I would love to do a 3-card spread personally for you as a thank you. So email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all signal boost, feedback, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Okay, we've got one card. Let's get one more, please. I don't know how else to drag this out, but this is a really positive reading. The portal is giving us a passageway to look at our prosperity. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, something unexpected maybe. We've got the Sun in reverse, talking about preparing for like a rainy day. Incoming movement, events accelerating. And then that Five of Swords, talking about ending a conflict. Oh, okay. It's also talking about don't hang on. It's saying don't waste that resource on something for fleeting momentary satisfaction. Okay, that's the warning here. Don't waste that Ace of Pentacles and the Sun and the Eight of Wands incoming assistance. Don't waste it. See, it's talking about being depleted and having momentary satisfaction. Don't waste that resource on something fleeting that'll satisfy you for the moment. You got to plan ahead. Okay, love it. One more, please. One more oracle card, please. That one? Okay. Hunter. Interesting. So what do we have here? We've got Animal Guardian. It says, trust your instincts. And Hunter, it says, track down your fears and desires. Yeah, I think he came out the other day. Let's do Animal Guardian first. Okay, can you see that? It says trust your instincts. What do we have here? We've got an owl, a raven, a panther, a deer, and butterflies, because she's got butterfly wings in her hair. So those animals might have, look in the animal totem, spirit animal symbology, and you might find something there. Oh, we've got stag horns too. Okay. It says, trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. You have a powerful animal within. Oh, that's interesting because She-Wolf wanted to pop out, but she came out with 3 other cards and I didn't take it. But She-Wolf popped out yesterday, so if you want to go back and look at the morning reading, she came out for that. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel. That's that moon energy with Mars. Mars is a power boost, so that could be that power, talking about that power animal within you. Mars is a power boost, but the moon is emotions and instincts. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Remember in the beginning we were talking about joining, how this Mars and the conjunction, the Mars and the moon conjunct, talking about joining action with emotion. And now we have Hunter. This is exactly what they're talking about. Action with emotion. Okay, the Hunter. Track down your fears, that's moon energy, and your desires, that's Mars. Track down all your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you'll find your desires too. It's too close. Okay. Instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You're being given confidence and strength. That's the King of Wands energy. So use your power to make a difference. You're not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You're here to realize your fullest potential. But this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past. Remember that moon energy bringing cycles back, bringing things back, a judgment, bringing something back that you thought had been closed. You are here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. If you're a man or identify as male, this card represents your masculinity, and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you're a female or identify as female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitations. You're going to need that energy when it's talking about ending this conflict and being in that King of Wands energy about this is my final fucking decision. I am not talking about this again. I'm not coming back to this cycle again. This could even be you talking to yourself. Like, I am making a different decision this time. I am not going to be wasteful with this anymore. I'm not going to be wasteful with my energies anymore. I'm not going to be wasting energy on other people anymore. Like, this is very empowering energy. So let's get some final insights here, some advice. Again, I hope this is resonating. Please leave a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And all my information is in the description box. What do we have so far? 1010, personal development, awakening, and enlightenment. Keep your thoughts focused on your soul mission and your life's purpose. 111, new beginnings. There's that portal. Look, we've got the end, 1010, and a new beginning, 111. Self-expression. Get your bearings in this new cycle. Coming in through the portal, right? Portal opens up a new cycle. Get your bearings. Self-expression, new beginnings. We've got Mercury energy involved here. Messenger, news, communication. This is also commerce and thinking. Now, what I want to say about this is that Mercury right now is in retrograde. So it's pulling back its energy a little bit. There could be delays here. So when I was talking earlier, I apologize for stuttering through some, segue that, I don't know. I'm going to keep it in, but I apologize. There could be something here where financial, something financial gets delayed. And that could be the point where somebody's like, this isn't going to work. I made the wrong decision. Oh my God. That I'm going to stop. I'm going to end it here. I'm not going to continue with this. That's the speed bump I was talking about being, at different points in that journey, and everybody's journey is different. Somebody may excel quickly and you'll get discouraged because you're hitting bumps in the beginning, but don't. Just keep moving and keep dedicated. Commerce. Mercury represents the open flow back and forth of information and money, but it doesn't designate where it goes, right? It's just opening the flow. So when Mercury is retrograde, some of those things can get delayed or interrupted or misinterpreted or something, It's also movement. He can be tricky because he's a neutral energy, okay? Usually the planets are either masculine or feminine energy. Mercury is neutral, just like Libra. So it doesn't matter if it's true or if it's good. He just opens the channel for it to happen. So when it comes to commerce, Mercury also rules con men, thieves, and pickpockets and liars. So when that Mercury energy is in retrograde, not only do we have to watch for delays and miscommunication, but also lies and thievery, okay? And since we're only dealing with one or two pentacles here, make sure that nobody's dipping their fingers in your pockets. I'm not taking 3 at a time. Be okay with not knowing for sure what might come next, but know that whatever it is, you'll be okay. Oh, that's interesting. I'll leave that for the last because I don't understand that. We got the horse head mask. Make room to have a little fun. We do have the Queen of Pentacles here. She's kind of a stickler. She, I don't want to say she doesn't like fun because Capricorns love fun. We just want everything to be stable first. Like, I have Capricorn rising and, sometimes people look at me like I'm a stick in the mud. But it's because I get agitated when things aren't taken care of first. Like, I was the one who was like, I'm doing my homework Friday night so that Saturday and Sunday I can have fun. So when the energy is, pay the bills, do the dishes, give the dog his medicine, when the small things are set correctly and everything is done, then we can have fun. And believe me, Capricorns can let loose. All the earth signs are extremely sensual. So once you make sure that that Queen of Pentacles and her stability is met, man, those clothes come off quick. We've got Archangel Uriel, who's illumination. There's wisdom here, clear sight. This is the light of God's truth. I heard something is coming through that's going to allow you to make a really clear decision, and you're going to be very confident in it. It's resolving conflicts too. Look at that. Decisions and resolving conflicts. And here we have the Five of Swords, resolving that conflict. You know, the thing with that Five of Swords is that maybe not everybody wins. But you will. Because you've given too much to this already. This is also awakening intellect and guidance, inner guidance, okay? I want to address the horse head mask. I threw that in there because it's telling you to just have a little fun. Because look at all you've got the sun energy, you've got that Ace of Pentacles, the world coming in. You're doing great. So loosen up just a little because you also have soulmate energy coming in here. That might be kind of off in the future, though. Is it off in the future? What do we got? Mars? I mean, yeah, we've been talking about you all day. Power, action, competition, passion, drive, and ambition. Thankfully, it's not in retrograde. Otherwise, it would be anger and temperament and destruction. One more, please. Grasshopper. All right, I'll end it there. Situations in the balance require careful handling. Yes. And you are going to do it gracefully and with confidence. Just stand in your power, okay? I don't want you to make decisions and be like, well, I don't want you to just be like, well, that's my decision and I'm making it and you got to respect that and I'm not hearing it. You have to make sure that you first know all the information. Only then can you stand in that, bossy King of Wands energy and go, this is my final fucking decision. But you have to make sure that those decisions are made, A, in good faith, B, with all the information and fairly, okay? Don't just swing that sword and set everything on fire, all right? That's what I have, everybody. What do we have coming up next? Oh, I hope that wasn't too long. For reading, we've got Leo placements coming up and then a collective read. And I'll do the morning daily too. So until I see you again in the next reading, thanks for sticking with me. Okay, thanks, bye.